Hi, I'm Bonnie Rose,
Hi, I'm Stephen S. Miller, aka Mama Rose.
and we're here talking with the Roses.
With our guest, Debby Holiday.
Welcome to the show, Debbie.
Hello, good morning. I'm so happy to be here.
Oh, we are so thrilled that you're here with us today. Hello, 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 and welcome. We are really thrilled that you're coming to us today to do the show. So, you're a powerhouse in the music industry. You grew up in LA, you're in a family, your dad wrote classics, All I Ever Need Is You, Understanding, so much more. You're surrounded by musical giants. You're a multiple Billboard charting singer songwriter. In 2004, you broke into the dance scene with Dive. You have been on Letterman, The View. Your songs have been theme songs on TV shows for FX and NBC and Showtime. If you could pinpoint who, when you grew up, inspired you and who still inspires you.
Oh, wow. I would say first off, my dad. We had a tumultuous relationship because my father was not an easy man, but he was tenacious. He knew he had songs that Ray Charles would love, so he went and sat in Ray Charles's office Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, for a week, and then he was going to come back on Monday, and Ray Charles's secretary said, "Mr. Charles, this man's starting to scare me. He's going to be here next week." And Ray Charles said, "Send that Negro in." And he sat there with these tapes. He knew he would love him. And Ray Charles recorded 3 of his songs on his next record. So you know what you know, and you love what you love. And if you believe in yourself, there's a way. So, and then secondly would be David Bowie. Hands down, David Bowie, favorite artist of all time.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God. First of all, those stories with Ray Charles, I'm just like, breathing this in the history. Oh,
it's so crazy. It's
what you grew up with. It's the inspiration that you had. It's amazing. So in my next question, you're constantly creating and on the move with creativity. I mean, you have the new Tina Turner tribute band, which leads me into your longevity in the business. What's your secret, if there is one?
I think because I started out in just serious hardcore rock, and I was signed to Warner Brothers. I was signed for 5 years without them releasing the record. I had a great attorney, so my release contract was fantastic. I'm not complaining. I traveled the world. I opened for Kiss. I opened for Joe Walsh. Rod Stewart. Like, I had such an amazing time. And then I think longevity means being able to be a bit malleable. You have to be okay and actually embrace change. I have some friends who are still pissed off that CDs aren't the thing anymore. Like, you have to let go sometimes of what was and bring some of the great past with you. And I've been really lucky to work with, my very first remix, thanks to Andrew Briskin, who died of AIDS-related symptoms. Bless you, Andrew. Because of him, my first DJ that I worked with was Chris Cox, who is phenomenally talented, who is a good person and taught me about DJ contracts. And I think just being good to people, because I feel like every time I pass along a job to somebody else, I just did this recently, and then the next day I just got a huge contract for a movie. So it's just being good to people, I think, and enjoying what you do. Enjoy it. Don't fake it. Enjoy it.
That's so true. I completely agree. And what a story that you just told us. Thank you. Now, you're always on the move. You're always doing something fabulous. What routines do you do to keep yourself motivated?
I drink a lot of Java. I drink a lot of Java. I have a good man. I'm happy about that. I really think it's sort of the same thing when I'm feeling down. which, you know, I will say it out loud and proud, the last 4 years, it was hard sometimes to keep motivated. 2020 was so hard on so many different people, on Black people, on trans lives, on women, on anyone who didn't look like Trump and think like him. And it was sometimes difficult to want to write. I just wanted to like move to Puerto Vallarta, where all my friends are, and just hang out in PV with people I love and say, screw the music business. But I will turn on music. I will put music on, whether it's one of my favorite DJs or some heavy rock and roll or some jazz or classical, whatever my spirit is feeling. I really feel like that's what keeps me motivated, turning off the news and realizing that I am more effective. I'm not one of those people that can bitch online on social media and then feel good. Like, I told him, damn racist. I would rather go raise money for an organization that's doing something good, like the Family Equality, or, you know, I put together homeless bags and we keep them, my boyfriend and I keep them in our car and just hand them out whenever we see someone who might need some socks and some water and a little bit of food. And I'm better, that keeps me motivated rather than focusing on the stuff that's going wrong.
I love it. And thank you so much for doing that. And actually last year was actually the first time that I ever had the opportunity to meet you, and you spoke some incredible words for something that I put together. And I still look back on that and thank you for that.
Hey, it was my pleasure.
You're just amazing. So from Del Shore's Blues for Willadean to Tina Turner tribute band, what advice would you give to someone who's just starting out?
Listen to no one but yourself and maybe 2 or 3 people that you really trust. Because I think early on in my life, when you listen to other people, you know, someone's tugging you this way and someone's tugging you that way, and it can be really difficult to find out who you are. Put away the noise and just decide who you are, and whoever you are and what you really feel and the direction you want to go. And if you're a Black girl doing country, do it. I like whatever it is, let it be you and know that that is absolutely perfect.
You know, that's great advice. That's great advice, not even for people just starting out, but for anyone. So I hear to that. So what up and coming projects do you have that you're working on? And can we talk about the Tina Turner tribute band that you have, which is incredible. We both watched it and it was absolutely unbelievably incredible. We were just blown away. Talk about that.
I love my world. I love my world. About 3 years ago, because I'm insane, no one does this anymore. I did a double album and it was called Free to Be. And it's half rock and half dance, like heavy rock. Like I did a Kiss cover and full on dance music on the other CD. Yes, a CD. What? I love my world because when we hang up, I'm going to start working on vocals for one of my 3 new dance singles that's coming out over the next, because 2020 was so quiet. We're starting to wake back up. I think the Billboard charts are going to be open again soon. So I've got 3 sets of vocals to finish this weekend. And I'm really excited about that. And then on the other hand, the Tina Turner tribute band is just, I'm so obviously, like the whole world, in love with Tina, and I am lucky enough to be able to sing quite a few of her tunes. I mean, there is no other Tina, but I feel like I can give her some justice and the respect that she is owed. And I called up some of my favorite longtime amazing musicians, and they said yes. So I've got a 10-piece band with 3 horns and background singers, and it's such a spectacle. And we got one show in February 1st, 2020. My man and I went away to Puerto Vallarta, where I go every year for 6 weeks to perform. And when we came back, it was March 18th and everything was locked down. So all of our shows were canceled, which is why we did the video, because we're like, we want to see each other's faces. We want to keep the momentum going because we had such a great, we sold out our very first theater. on our first show, and we just really missed playing together. So I am excited about this year. It'd be great to, I'm hoping with enough vaccinations and everything else that the prides will come back this season. And I miss, even if we can't hug, I miss looking into people's eyes in person and seeing their faces and their joy and their celebration. And so that's what 2021 will hopefully be about, a little more celebration.
Oh, that's absolutely wonderful. We both want to thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you so much, Debby Holiday.
Thank you guys for having me.
Thank you, Debbie.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Thank you for having me. And you're so fabulous. You're more dazzling than I am. I'm a little jealous.
You have been talking with the Roses.
See you next time.